today we're gonna play some Orcs Must Die. I've been playing this game for a while, and I realized I have not once tried to show this to people. The game is free on the PlayStation Network, and honestly, I feel it's a lot of fun. It's a tower defense based game where you play as a hero, and you can team up with up to 2 other players. Now, your stats will be affected based on how many players are playing. But, in addition to you having to kill the enemies, you also get to lay down traps. Every trap has a different effect, and there's a vast variety of them. Now, as you play, you'll get more traps, and when you get so many of the same amount of traps, you can upgrade to the next tier. As it upgrades, its stats will obviously improve, and in addition to this, you can also obtain what are known as skills or perks to enhance these even further. Now, while you're killing enemies, you'll also level up, and when you level up, you'll be able to purchase upgrades, making your character better at what they do. In this case, I'm going to plant a great wall right there. Put a blacksmith there. Now, the blacksmith there is what's referred to as a guardian. They'll help fight a lot of the enemies and whatnot, and basically just make sure things stay safe for you.
Killbox is shaping up real nice. Yeah, right there.
Alright, so these lovely traps here are called firecrackers. Now, I'm pretty sure you can figure out by the looks of them, they light people on fire who walk over them. However, though, you will also be able to gain what are called parts, which can be used to upgrade your traps to make them better. In the case here, my firecrackers here will also give me experience points as enemies walk across them. So my hopeful goal is to actually let enemies walk across them. The hard part, though, is I have 2 other players, and there's a good chance they won't allow them. But that's fine, because we got all the time, and I'm not worried about this area. In fact, at this point, I'm just going to build up money so I can buy more traps for the next area. Okay. Now, what you just saw there was the first upgrade that I'm able to do. I have enough money built up, so I'm going to go ahead and buy a guardian here. Ooh. Wait, some guys got through. Okay. So I'm level 2, they're both still level 1. I'm going to let them go ahead and trap this area up. And I'm going to begin working on the second location, because on this map, there will be 2 areas where enemies will come from.
Wait till they see this.
Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of money, but one of my perks does grant me the ability to generate at least 1 coin per second. I'll go ahead and remove that. Another one of my perks also winds up generating me 250 points at the start of every wave. Now, like in a lot of games where there's multiple players and everything going on, there's a level system and a ranking system. In Orcs Must Die Unchained, which is what we're playing here, you start off as an apprentice, work your way up to War Mage, then Master, and then the last stage is where I'm at, which is Rift Lord. And all it really does is basically it affects what kind of chests you can get and what maps you can play. The higher the rank, the more stuff you get out of your loot chests, and the more challenging maps you get to play.
That's pretty dastardly if I do say so myself.
Alright, now by the looks of it up over there on the map, it looks like the two of them are watching that side, and I'm going to cover this end. And for some reason, one of them has died already.
Little guts full of arrows. Nothing explosive can't fix.
Now, every character plays out differently. The character I'm playing is called Deadeye. She's a high DPS character that's meant for ranged combat. We're just going to go ahead and slap another one of those there.
This'll stop them. This'll keep them guessing.
And I'll put those there. Now, as you upgrade traps into new tiers, they'll also minorly change, mostly in color, basically looking like they're going from wood to iron, from iron to steel or mithril, however you want to view it, and then the final form being looking like it's made of gold. Head back here. Now, as you notice, every enemy acts differently. Gnolls, they tend to go straight after the players, and they can run over walls. They're not stopped by them, unlike other enemies. Which is fine.
Good. This'll stop them.
No. No. I got this. I got this. Don't worry. I'm totally a pro. I'm only level 58, Rift Lord ranking. All these traps, minus my firecrackers, basically have gold on them. Tier 7 being the highest tier any trap can go. And it is a pain getting to that.
1, 2, boom.
And I love how psychotic my character is. Now, every time you play, your character will reset back to level 1, so you don't just jump right back into the whole bit with a superpowered character. No, there actually is a form of balance to it.
They'll never stop me.
We'll go ahead and place that there.
That's pretty dastardly, if I do say so
So
myself.
the players were struggling there a little bit. That's fine. I trust them to be able to hold everything. Now, I'm not expecting a whole lot of challenge. This is an apprentice level map right now. So enemies are not very powerful, there's not going to be a lot of them.
Stronger.
And I'm pretty sure based on how these two players are handling things, I'm pretty sure they're pretty new to the game as well. So I have no problem trying to help them out. The Smolder's doing okay. The person playing, though, the lovely little assassin's not doing so well.
Don't mind if I do.
Slow that down, slow down my enemies, light them on fire. Clear the line. There we go.
Yeah, right there.
Enemy walks in, they're gonna take damage, they're gonna die.
Mighty fine day for a massacre.
Getting pretty close to the end of this match. We're already on wave 6 of 8.
Wait till they see this.
Now there are 3 different types of traps. You have wall traps, floor traps, and there are ceiling traps. I haven't laid any down yet. Mostly on the fact I don't have enough money built up. But that's fine. I don't think I'm really going to need it.
That'll be real useful.
I'll go ahead and purchase this ability, so my primary attack, which I've been using, where I fire both crossbows, punches through enemies, hitting a second target behind them.
Killbox is shaping up real nice.
We'll put up some ceiling-based traps along the line. What this will do is
The final wave approaches!
3 sources of damage.
They've summoned the boss minion!
Gotcha in my sights.
I'm pretty sure they will be able to handle the enemy.
Get out of here!
Alright, I'm gonna go assist them.
No one can talk. Stand against me now.
The boss minion is down!
Alright,
The Sidewinders win again.
and victory. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure the person I was playing Midnight, the Cat Ninja, pretty sure that was a new player. Hasn't really done a whole lot. And it's fine. You know, everybody starts somewhere. The person playing Smolder seemed like they knew better what they were doing, had some higher end traps, so probably has a few levels under their belt. Four star, and typically when you play a map for the first time, every star will give you an award, whether it be skulls or a chest. 3 stars, 5 stars both give chests. 1, 2, and 4 will give skulls. Now, for those who don't know, skulls are used to upgrade traps. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like both players have a VIP run bid, so it looks like they are both new players. Possibly that, or one of them actually spent time paying for stuff. And that's always an option too. Now, I do enjoy that about some games. You know, there is a store, so you can either pay, you can either play for free, you don't have to pay anything, not a single penny, or you can actually go through and actually spend real life money to buy gold. Now, gold is the special currency for the game. You can then spend gold to buy yourself some skulls, so you can upgrade your traps. You can also go through, use gold to, or skulls, like I said, you can buy traps, upgrade traps. You can also use gold to buy more chests. So if you are just starting out and you buy yourself a bunch of gold, instead of buying apprentice level chests, you can just say, to heck with it, I'm going to buy some rift floor chests and get some high-end stuff. Or you can take that gold and buy vanity chests, which will get you either special dye packs for your characters or get special costumes. Sorry for the yawning, folks. Now, depending on how many skulls you have or gold you have, you can also buy characters outright. So, if you want a particular character, like, say, Temper here, you know, you can spend gold or you can spend skulls. Obviously, the skulls will be a much higher number than the gold, but, you know, one's being paid for, the other one's free. Now, from here, you can take a look, see what their abilities are, what they can do. You can also read their bio. And you can even look at their upgrades. So when you play the character as they're leveling up in battle, you can see what they could do. And this is pretty handy, because then you can A, map out what it is you want to go for, or decide even if you even want to use the character. Now over here is the skins. Now heroic dyes change the color of your character. Unfortunately, they're preset patterns, so there's not a whole lot you can do there. But you can change also their skin. So the image here we see of Temper is his default skin. That's what the guy's going to look like at all times, unless you get a skin. So, you know, Forged Fury gets a whole different set of armor, skin color changes, and his weapons are different. And every character also has a joke outfit. In this case, he gets like a weird little cow costume, and he beats people with branding irons. Now, things of that such. And you can also, like I said, purchase skins for them. So, you know, there's always that to look into. Different skins can be unlocked in different ways, some of which can be purchased. Others will have to be gained from vanity chests. So there's that unfortunate downside. Now, consumables are a whole nother thing. So for consumables, you have chaos keys. What these are is they make a special challenge that will basically impose penalties against you or boosts to your enemy, but you'll get increased rewards for succeeding in completing these challenges. Additionally, there are various cards that can be gained for when you play in Sabotage, which is basically player versus player. I'm not a big fan of the stuff, but some people are. There's also various potions and scrolls you can purchase, which are things that you can use as a player mid-game. You know, give yourself an extra boost. Now, once you get a trap to tier 7, it can't get any higher. Once that trap is tier 7, any more of that trap you get will be turned into what are called gibs. Now, gibs can be used for a whole number of things, ranging from parts chests and trap chests, which will get you more traps or more parts to upgrade your traps with. Special costumes, like the dragon outfits. Backplating for your little name plate, so anybody looking at your name can see something special there. Or chaos keys. Personally, I say the chests are the better involvement, parts or traps, depending on how many you have in tier 7. Now, for your setup. This is your traps menu. Every single one of these is a trap. The only one I've never gotten is a Saw of Arctos, but, you know. Every trap has a rarity, ranging from common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Here you can see their stats. So, it'll tell you where it can be placed, walls, floor, or ceiling. The cost is how much it costs you coin-wise in order to even set the trap. It'll say what's the damage type, which can be anywhere from arcane to physical, fire, cold, just a whole slew of things. It'll tell you what the range is, how much space it takes, how much damage it deals, which is the DPS, and if it has an effect, like say, you know, fire. It covers the burn duration, it even covers how many shots it will fire. And it'll cover also how long it takes for the trap to be able to fire again. Now if you're curious about how to get a trap, you just go a page over and it'll tell you where you can get it. So for a Spitfire wall, I need to either have Master or Rift Lord chests. And then you have your upgrade table. Now it says here, first upgrade, plus 16% to damage. So that burn damage the enemy takes will go up. Additionally, as you go up, you'll unlock these slots here on the side, which is where you put parts. Each part is specific to a slot. So you just can't go, well, this boosts the refire rate by 20%. I'm just going to put 3 of that on a single trap. As nice as that would be, unfortunately, you can't do that. Every trap has a requirement. For instance, my barricades here, which are tier 7, so they're fully upgraded, have a base health of 60. However, they're getting a plus 68% boost to their health. You know, it's not the greatest boost, but it is a boost. Now, I've equipped it with the reflective armor, which grants it a 200% reflection of any damage it takes in a radius, so anyone dumb enough to hit it is going to get hurt. You know, and these are... That's not going to tell me what type of part it is. Oops, wrong button. Well, anyways, we'll cover more into parts. Parts themselves, you'll collect these also from chests. Now, there's all sorts of kinds. You know, there's reclaimers, resonators, platings, springs. You know, there's just all sorts of parts, and they all do something differently. Like the braided coil here, it improves the trap's refire rate by 20%. So it's going to fire off quicker. And it'll even show you there what traps are able to use a coil type trap, or part. Can you tell I'm awake? Now the next page on over covers heroes. Heroes that are fully colored are heroes that you have. When you first play the game, you'll have access to Maximilian, Gabriella, and Blackpaw. And as you go through, you can always wind up purchasing new heroes via the use of skulls or gold, as we mentioned earlier. Gear. Now, gear is a special form of item slot that goes down where your traps are. You can have up to 2 pieces of gear equipped at any one point in time. I favor the Mage's Picnic and the Mending Root. Mending Root heals your character for a few seconds unless you get hit while it's healing, and Mage's Picnic sets up an area where everybody within a small area regenerates their mana, so they can use their special attacks more. Now, there's all sorts of different things. Flame Bracer shoots up a ball of fire. Fire Wall makes exactly what it says, a wall of fire that deals a little bit of damage. Arcane Bubble, Ice Amulet, they all have their own special ability. Mage's Clover is just like Mending Root, but it's for you personally. Next thing is Guardians. Now, Guardians you cannot purchase. You actually have to try and get them from chests. So it can be a bit of a pain trying to get a Guardian that you really want. In my case, I've been trying to get a fortress-based Guardian, either the Quartermaster or the Headhunter. Now, the reason for this is because every Guardian has a special slot that they can go to. Now, you can place any Guardian in any spot, so long as it's a Guardian spot. But if you put a Guardian in a spot that matches their symbol, they get a boost to their hit points, a boost to their damage, and they might have additional side effects that they gain. So it's important to keep an eye for that. Also, there are traits. Now, traits, you can have up to 4 of these equipped. Now, every trait has a particular bonus, which is the trait bonus. In this case, for Amateur Veterinarian, I gain a plus 10% healing for healing abilities cast on the hero. So, I get healed more for all sorts of stuff. Additionally, if I put it in a slot that matches it, I gain an additional 8% boost to my maximum mana. So I can use my special abilities more often. But if it's in a slot that doesn't match, I don't get that mana boost. Instead, I only get the 10% healing boost. And there's 3 different types. You have triangle, diamond, and pentagon. Now, pentagon abilities, these typically range from basically getting boosts to dealing damage with various enemies. I happen to be using the Has Ultimate set of tools, which gives me a plus 6% boost to my trap's damage. And, well, when you get to higher level maps, it's kind of important that your traps do as much as possible. Additionally, since it's matching into a slot, my primary attacks get a 5% boost to their damage, so I get to out some more damage onto the enemy. For Diamond, well, I like the wall building PhD. Increase barricades health by 20% and regenerates 0.5% of their max health each second. So if they do take damage, my walls will repair themselves so long as they don't take enough to be broken. And additionally, I get a 4% boost to my maximum hit points, so I'm a little bit harder to take down. Not by much, but a little. And then from Triangle, this is really heavily set towards like trying to get money. Now, I've seen quite a few people using Overachiever, which gives you an extra level at the start of the match, so you're at level 2 instead of level 1 at the beginning, and they get a 2.5% movement speed. These aren't what I go for, though. I have Big Spender, which grants me 1 extra coin per second that I'm playing, and I get 250 coin at the beginning of every wave. So I can get more traps set up quicker. Additionally, I use Kidnapped a Leprechaun, which gives me an extra 500 coins at the start of the match. And since it's not in a matching slot, because I only have 1 triangle slot, I don't get the bonus coin per second, but I'm getting it from the other spot. Finally, there's consumables. Like I said, the potions, the PvP stuff, this is where this all goes. And honestly, like I said, I'm not a fan of it at all. But some people out there are. Now, if you go over to Profile, you can take a look at your stats. You can see your level, you can edit your vanity, you can see how many wins you've gotten, how many games you've played, how many minions you've killed, everything. And you can also take a look at what are called your quests. Now, your quests are a daily thing, which as far as I know, that resets at 10 o'clock in the morning every day. 2 of which will always give you chests based on what your level is, and the 3rd one will always give you 500 skulls. Now typically, from what I've noticed, it'll give you challenges that you yourself can do. Will it be easy? Probably not. On rare occasions, Amayra has had it happen where she got a quest that she couldn't do because it required a character she didn't have. And this kind of sucks. However, though, if you don't like a quest that you're given, you can change that quest once per day. So if you don't like all 3 of your quests, you can change them all. But you don't know what you're going to get. Hello, how's it going? Alright, let's get into a play. Alright, doesn't look like there's anybody on. So we're just going to have to set up a match. Oh, saw someone there? Why not? We'll play. Looks like this person was hoping to just get 1 person. They're playing Aziel. I'll go with Maximilian, who, if you really like using traps, Maximilian is a great character to go with. Change loadouts. And when ready, you just simply go over to ready. Now, by the looks of it, the person playing Aziel is a fairly new player. I can see that all of his traps are red, which means they're either tier 2 or they're tier 3. Now, the important part behind this is obviously it affects the stats of the traps, and it gives me an idea as to how much experience this person has. Maximilian's special ability is he's a ranged combatant. He attacks rather fast, but doesn't deal the best amount of damage. But he has abilities, like the ability to stun a whole group of enemies, which he can deal more damage against. On top of that, he also has a shotgun type shot. It does a lot of damage, but unfortunately takes a while to recharge. His biggest bonus though, and this is why I say if you like using traps or you're trying to build up your traps really quick, he is the guy you want to go to, because at level 2, he gets the option of an ability that generates 3 coins per second. Alright, we're going to go ahead, we're going to run on through. I'll just go ahead and say I'm ready, because I can go on the fly. And we'll throw down a guardian. Now the enemy will never go up that way, so we don't have to worry about that.
Twice, cut once.
Down.
Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here.
Nope.
They'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once.
Alright. I've got all my traps set up.
Whoopsie.
We'll go ahead and
Almost
throw
hurt
that
myself
trap
on
down.
that.
It's the Orcling coming up the water spout. They will know no fear.
Alright, looks like he's got some wall traps. He's got a coin generator. I don't know how often that's going to get used, but anytime an enemy walks past it, he's going to get some coin.
Enemy has opened a minion portal.
You know, this Maximilian's accuracy kind of sucks. Early on, he's pretty accurate. However, though, the more you hold the fire button, the worse his accuracy gets. You know, recoiling. There you go, first level. We got point building, which would be very important because on this map, unfortunately, it does like to kind of rush players. Everybody. I won't lie, my accuracy is oh, he died. Downside to playing ranged characters like Amayra, unfortunately, if the enemy winds up getting up there in their face, you know, happens to be a melee-based enemy, they will wind up wrecking us, which is another reason why Max is pretty okay, because he can throw up the barrier, which electrocutes anybody who hits him. Alright, now we get to go to the next area. Once again, I'm going to throw down a guardian.
They'll never notice this. Twice, cut once.
We're going to restrict where the enemy can go.
I'll just leave this right here. Measure twice, cut once. They'll never notice this. Whoopsie. Almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here.
I almost feel sorry for them.
I'll never notice this.
Now additionally, if you notice,
Our
if you
enemies
watched the
are
first
breaking
match,
through again.
my traps were more expensive than they are now. It's because Maximilian also has an ability where traps are 20% cheaper.
Take that!
Now if you're wondering what's happening right now, it's called Unchained. My damage goes up, my abilities recharge faster, and, you know, all my health and that gets fully recharged.
Measure twice, cut once. They'll never notice this.
Now, once again, like with all games, I do give this game, you know, 2 thumbs up. I think it's actually a pretty
I
fun
do
game.
all my own
It's
stuff.
enjoyable. Is it for everyone? No. Amayra herself has not joined in on this game with me for quite a while now.
Ah, you still got it.
Actually, I think the last time we played was about 2.5 months ago.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
I got a little close.
The rift will be protected.
Just gonna go
I'll
ahead and
just leave
set
this
those
right
guys
here.
up right there.
Whoopsie! Almost hurt myself on that.
They will not reach the rift.
I'm gonna go watch the other area because there's less traps here, and I have a pretty bad feeling that this area is gonna probably get rushed through. Now, unfortunately, the other player, he's new enough, he probably hasn't quite fully figured everything out, though he's trying. Oh, looks like both areas are getting crushed pretty hard. Alright, looks like unfortunately our Aziel died. Yeah, trapped a whole lot of the rest.
I'll just leave this right.
Final wave.
Never notice this. Measure twice, cut once. I'll never notice this. I'll just leave this right here.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
That.
Alright, I don't foresee them getting past any of that. We're gonna go ahead and just drop that there. actually very effective.
You are getting very...
The enemy's boss is down.
Alright, traps will clean up the last of them. Why is that one ranged?
Yeah.
Hey, crossbowmen, they always make it a little bit harder. So, we got the 5-star. So, if this was that player's first run of the map, he's going to get the full rewards. However, though, if it was his first run with just Oziel, if he's actually played through it with another character beforehand, then instead he'll just get a reward for playing a character on the map for the first time, and he won't get all the rewards because he had already collected them in the previous run. And, well, that, folks, is basically Orcs Must Die. It's a pretty fun tower defense-based game. I thoroughly enjoy it. If you have any interest in it, check out the PSN. See about downloading it from the shop, and have some fun. Till then, I will see you all around in the next video. Bye, guys.